Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show, getting you ready for Chatham tonight, playing Harwich at White House Field. I'm Drew Carter, now time for Catch of the Day, joined by Josh Stowers. Josh, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty well, thank you. Josh, you got your first action with Chatham last night. You got a hit. How'd it feel?
It felt great. It's always good to get the first hit out of the way. And it's a lot easier getting it done in the first game and then not pressed and when you're a couple games in with no hits. So it was fun.
You've been here for a few days now. What do you think of the guys in the dugout?
We got a great team, a bunch of different personalities, ton of energy though, so it's fun to play here.
And in your first game, you were actually picked off over at first base. What happened on that play?
I was stealing and just got too big of a lead and got a little anxious and couldn't get back when he made his move over to first base.
Looked like you almost juked him out of his shoes there between the base paths.
Yeah, I actually thought he didn't touch me, but I mean, umpire said he got me, so it's whatever.
Now, you got plenty of speed. You were 22 for 22 at Louisville this year. What do you think is the strongest part of your game?
I'll just say speed obviously is one of my strong factors, but I'll just say I'm pretty well-rounded. Can do a little bit of everything, so I just try to use all those aspects in the game and just help the team win.
And this year at Louisville, you came on really strong toward the end of the season. What was working for you specifically?
I just started to be more aggressive in positive counts and looking for pitches to drive and just playing my game and trying to drive the ball in the gap and just get on base and help my two top 50 draft picks drive me in.
Let's talk about those two draft picks. You played with Brendan McKay this year, just won the Golden Spikes Award, top 5 draft pick. Last year it was Corey Ray. Let's talk about Corey. You guys were pretty close, right?
Yeah, we were, you could pretty much call us like best friends. Yeah. Corey's from the same area I was from. We went to high school about 10 minutes away from each other. So once I got to Louisville, it was pretty easy to connect with him.
And what did you learn from him playing behind him?
You learn a lot. He taught me different things, just how to win the coaches over, what they want to see from a player, and just how to make different adjustments in the college game, because college game's a lot faster than high school, and just making those adjustments so you can get on the field.
And then with Brendan McKay, what's it like playing with a guy like that?
He's a natural. He pretty much didn't do anything wrong. He was good all 3 years, and he won a ton of awards. There's pretty much not any award he didn't win. So it was fun to see him play, and he's definitely going to go down as one of the best college players of all time.
And your team was pretty good this year as a whole, set the school record for wins with 53. What's it like being part of a team like that?
Being part of a team like that this year was pretty fun, just knowing that it was more of a team this year. Freshman year we had a ton of like highly rated draft picks, and this year we were looked at as a team that didn't know if we were going to replace those picks and play as good as we did that year, but we made it a mission to come out and prove those people wrong, and we ended up doing that.
Made it all the way to the College World Series. That was your first time in Omaha. What was that like?
Omaha's awesome. It's an experience that I wish every college player gets to have. They treat you like royalty there, and it's definitely a place I want to get back to next year.
Now, you're from Chicago. How did you end up at Louisville?
Louisville was recruiting me hard since my sophomore year of high school, and once I saw Corey committed there and a couple other Illinois guys, it seemed as if they had an Illinois pipeline going on, and watching those guys be successful, it just made my decision a lot more easier.
And then last summer you played in the Northwoods League. You played in Wisconsin. What's the difference between Northwoods and the Cape League from what you've seen so far?
Fans. Madison, we got about 7,000 fans a game, and here, I guess you could say, like, since it's more of a resort beach town, there's not too many fans, but I mean, it's a ton of competition, and once you get the competitive juices flowing, the fans really don't matter. You just want to go out there and do well, because nobody doesn't like to do well, and you really can't sit back and be laid back, because there's always going to be a 94-mile-an-hour fastball coming your way.
And then in the Northwoods League, it's 72 games in 75 days. It's like a minor league season. What's it like playing that many games?
It's hard on your body, especially after coming from a 65-game college season, and just having the 8-hour bus rides and playing the next day after getting home at 4 a.m. It's tough, but I mean, you get used to it once you get in about 35 games in.
Now, Josh, this season you're working with Jamie D'Antona, the hitting coach for Chatham. What have you guys been working on specifically so far?
We really haven't worked on too much, just because I've only been here for a couple days, and he's just wanted me to get used to everything. I think he's going to record some at-bats today and tell me what he sees, and then we'll get started from there.
And then your family's going to be coming for July 4th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll be up here for the 4th.
And what does that mean to you to have your family there to watch you?
It's always awesome to have your family here to watch you play, and I'm sure they'll love going to the beach and enjoying the good seafood here. So it'll be fun.
All right, Josh, thank you very much.
No problem.
Josh Stowers starting again tonight for Chatham. In the outfield, the Anglers taking on the Mariners for the second night in a row. Now back to Max Hurst for more of the Anglers Extra pregame show.